Kenya's manufacturing industry directly employs at least 280,000 people, while providing indirect employment to an additional 1.4 million people, thereby representing 12% of the country's employed workforce. Just under 9% of the country's income is generated through manufacturing. But according to Dr. Mukhisa Kituyi, a former trade minister and now the Secretary General of the United Nations Conference on Trade and Development, Kenya is now being overtaken by its regional peers on the manufacturing front. Dr. Kituyi, who took over as UNCTAD's boss in September last year, was Kenya's trade minister between 2003 and 2007, during which time he oversaw the abolition and review of hundreds of licenses that were seen as stumbling blocks to business.
A few years ago, Ethiopia was a case of a failed African state. Today, Ethiopia is manufacturing 1/4 of the mobile phone handsets that are being used in Africa. In this country, you have 19 companies which have been given a license to assemble motorbikes. But apart from the sponge and the plastic cover on the seat, you are hard-pressed to find what local Kenyan component is put into these motorbikes.
This is despite the advantages that sway in Kenya's favor, ranging from its strategic geographical location as well as its highly skilled manpower. But from where Dr. Kituyi sits, Kenya should build on its strengths to create the right mix to attract global manufacturing giants to venture into the country. Interventions such as the creation of state-funded enterprise funds may not yield much, according to the UNCTAD boss, in addressing the challenge of massive unemployment, particularly among the youth.
Giving people a little money as enterprise development does not give them the competence to manufacture silencers and exhaust systems for motorbikes. Grow the human skill. Your future is being competitive by how clever Kenyans are, not how cheap they are.
Dr. Kituyi has said the growing push by county governments to raise revenues through taxes and levies on new investments that come their way is also becoming a source of worry to foreign investors.
You already have a situation where some counties want a unilateral percentage added to the tax burden of an investor. Nobody is excited about going to a place which is not very clear about the regulatory framework.
These are but some of the challenges that lie on Kenya's path towards becoming a newly industrialized economy. Whether that transformation can be achieved before the year 2030 is the question that urgently begs for an answer as the challenge of youth unemployment persists. Anne Kiguta for the Citizen Business Center.